More reports of harassment at the state broadcaster. I'm Brian Lilley with the Rebel.media. You know, when the whole Jian Ghomeshi thing broke wide open and the reports of the creepiness at work started to come out, media across the country, reporters, journalists, columnists, all did what I did. We reached out to people that we knew, people that we had heard from before, or just sought out news stories because we'd all heard these stories before about the bullying, harassing culture at CBC. Most people ended up like me, the corporate lawyers, saying, no, you can't run with that, not unless we have more documentary evidence. We just can't run with that. Well, that kiboshed a lot of stories. That let CBC get away with this culture that everyone knows exists. Everyone in the media industry knows how CBC operates, how they do protect their stars, how there is a culture of harassment and bullying in the workplace that lectures the rest of the country. And now there's another crack in CBC's armor. See, with Ghomeshi, they were able to get away with just doing a study on his show and his time there. Well, now more people have come out, and it's not just Ghomeshi show. Now they're talking about bullying, harassment at As It Happens, the flagship radio program. They're talking about oppressive work conditions at TV Sports and even in the HR department. Yeah, get this. The person they brought in to take over HR after the old guy that let Ghomeshi walk under his nose for so long, well, she's facing a bullying complaint and spin off work. Canada Land, the venture by Jesse Brown, has discovered all this, and they've been provided with emails, including detailed discussions of what actually was complained about. Now, some of it's ridiculous. Producers who are supposed to pitch stories complain that sometimes the hosts or the senior producers will roll their eyes at a suggested topic. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times. But then there's other issues like saying being denied a lunch break, that you can't go and eat, bullying in the workplace, racist and sexist comments and attitudes. These are the sorts of things that were they happening in any other organization, CBC would be running 5-part series. They'd be doing across-the-board coverage, especially if it was a government or a private company, a big department. They would be all over it. CBC needs to come clean on this. Right now, from my read of the Canada Land story, they're trying to just let Chuck Thompson, their spokesperson, say, yeah, we found some problems and they're working on them. It's more than that, Chuck. You know it. Everybody in the business knows it. But they're getting away with it because other media are afraid to touch CBC, and Parliament, well, it's filled with people that don't want to touch it. The Conservatives are afraid that they'll become targets, and the Liberals in the NDP, they love CBC so much they will defend anything that happens there. But you have to check out this story. TV workers working on the Pan Am Games talking about 16-hour shifts without lunch breaks, without any breaks at all. 16-hour shifts. What do you think CBC would say if some of these office towers around me here in downtown Vancouver were forcing their staff to work 16 hours a day without breaks? Do you think that they might be putting their top reporters on it? Do you think that there might be panel discussions with Peter Mansbridge? Do you think that there might be calls for an investigation and a look at the workplace safety rules or the workplace rules for that company, for that industry? Of course there would be. CBC needs to be held to account, and it can't just be me, and it can't just be Jesse Brown that are willing to do it. This is a $1 billion a year crown corporation that holds massive sway in the media industry in this country, and they're not living up to their own standards. It's time for someone else to call them out.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.